In this video we are going to talk about most dangerous dogs in the world. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Although dogs are commonly kept as pets, it is vital to remember that they are wolves' descendants. Dogs may be domesticated, but at the end of the day, they are still animals. Furthermore, many of them were developed for aggressive uses like hunting and home protection. It's no surprise that dogs bite more than 4 million people each year. That's why we compiled a list of the year's most deadly dog breeds based on which breeds bite the most and which breeds had the most fatal attacks linked to them. You can use this list to assess the danger of owning or being around dog breeds that may be detrimental to you. Number 5. Bull Mastiff. The Bull Mastiff breed is described as devoted, attentive, and fearless, which is why people prize them as pets. They'll defend your home and yard, but they may not appreciate being around strangers, and this behavior must be suppressed at a young age to avoid attacks. Although Bull Mastiff assaults are uncommon, the reality remains that because these dogs are so huge, the harm they cause when they do attack a person or another animal is significant. They can weigh up to 130 pounds and stand up to 27 inches tall. Over the course of the study's 13 years, these canines were responsible for 3.2% of all fatal attacks, or 14 deaths. When you consider the dog's relative rarity in the United States, it's a hint that it's dangerous. A study in the United Kingdom indicated that the average age of 96 Bull Mastiffs was 7.5 years. Hip and elbow dysplasia, progressive retinal atrophy, bloat, and cancer are among health concerns in the breed, with lymphoma and mast cell tumors being particularly common. Bull Mastiffs are susceptible to a number of genetic disorders, including hip dysplasia affects 24.5% of the population. Elbow dysplasia is a condition that affects 13.8% of people. Entropion is a type of hypothyroidism that affects 2.8% of the population. Lymphoma. Because progressive retinal atrophy is an autosomal dominant feature, it is a particular problem. Another medical team has put this into doubt, and it was discovered that certain Bull Mastiffs carry autosomal recessive PRA genes. The American Bull Mastiff Health and Research Committee is investigating this in the United States, and the DNA optogen test only works for dominant genes, therefore it is considered insufficient at this moment. Number 4. American Bulldog. Unlike its British counterparts, the American Bulldog is still a capable working dog that hasn't been overbred to extinction. These canines can grow to be just shy of 30 inches tall and weigh over 100 pounds. They're big, powerful dogs who can be deadly when they attack. During the 13-year investigation, 15 people were killed by American Bulldogs, accounting for around 3.5% of all fatal assaults. Although this is a small amount, it is important when considering that this breed is rarely mentioned in the same breath as some of the other deadly dogs. Without a doubt, this breed has a strong bite and the potential to jump high and hard enough to knock an adult flat on their back. Number 3. German Shepherd. German Shepherds are working dogs that have recently been adopted by militaries and police forces. The grounds for this decision are self-evident. These are large, clever, powerful, and dangerous dogs capable of killing people. The German Shepherd strain, which weighs around 90 pounds and stands over 2 feet tall, is ideal for fending off human threats. Working dogs have been bred for generations, resulting in a highly useful tool. Unfortunately, this breed is known for its aggressiveness and territoriality, and they have been responsible for 20 deaths, about 5% of all dog bite deaths, and several non-fatal bite events. In this scenario, the sole silver lining is that this breed is extremely trainable. Number 2. Rottweiler. Prior to the public's perception of pit bulls as violent creatures, Rottweilers were frequently regarded as the most dangerous dog breed on the planet. These canines can reach a height of 25 inches and a weight of 120 pounds or more while remaining healthy. They have a huge body and a temperament that can become aggressive in certain conditions. The dog will become very affectionate and protective of individuals in its home, but this protection will not extend to guests. During the same time period as we mentioned with the pit bull, the Rottweiler was responsible for 45 fatal attacks, accounting for 10% of all fatal assaults in the United States during that time period. Rottweilers have a terrifyingly powerful bite that they know how to employ to devastating effect. Number 1. Pit Bull. The pit bull is the most deadly dog breed, which should come as no surprise to most people who study dangerous dog breeds. According to the report, the pit bull was responsible for 284 deaths over a 13-year period, accounting for almost 2/3 of all fatal dog attacks in the United States. When one considers that pit bulls make up only 6% of all canines in the United States, this is a sobering statistic. It's no wonder that these canines are still a menace today because they've been bred to be deadly for generations as hunting and fighting dogs. Pit bulls are also the most deadly dog breed because of their big bodies, up to 80 pounds, strong teeth, and strong killer instincts. Humans and other animals are helpless in the face of a pit bull. Despite this, many people believe pit bulls are simply a product of their upbringing and have pit bulls as pets. Because of their history in dogfighting, the number of high-profile attacks documented in the media over decades, and their proclivity to latch on while biting, dogs of the pit bull type have a controversial reputation as pets both in the United States and internationally. This is due to the fact that pit bull type dogs have a tendency to latch on while biting. The debate over whether apparent aggressive tendencies in pit bulls may be appropriately attributed to owners' care for the dog or inherent qualities has been framed as a nature versus nurture conflict. Proponents of the breed and advocates of regulation have taken opposing sides in the discussion. In recent years, a proliferation of advocacy organizations have been established to protect pit bulls. Various studies have presented contrasting perspectives on the prevalence of dog bites, with some suggesting that the breed in question does not pose an abnormally high risk. Pit bulls are responsible for more than half of dog bite incidents across all breeds, according to statistics published by independent organizations and based on hospital records. This is despite the fact that pit bulls only make up 6% of the total population of pet dogs. As a result of the disproportionately high number of bite incidents that particular dog breeds like pit bulls, Rottweilers, and wolf hybrids are responsible for, certain insurance providers refuse to cover these dog breeds. Studies have shown that pit bull type dogs have the highest risk of biting and a tendency to produce the most severe injuries, but the severity of injuries sustained from dog bites can vary widely depending on the breed of dog. Even though dogfighting is illegal in the United States, a significant number of dogs of the pit bull type are still used for the activity, which is known as dogfighting. The ownership of dogs with characteristics similar to pit bulls is prohibited by breed-specific legislation in a number of countries and jurisdictions. There is a lobby that supports pit bulls, and this lobby spends millions of dollars every year advocating for pit bulls as family pets, funding research that supports pit bulls, and fighting against laws that regulate their ownership. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.